The loss of Queen Elizabeth II in 2022 was more than just a personal tragedy for the royal family. It was the end of an era, the closing of a chapter that had defined British royalty for decades. The world watched with bated breath as her son, Charles, ascended the throne, stepping into shoes that were too big for most to imagine. The passing of the Queen was not just the end of a reign, but the beginning of an uncertain and rocky road for the monarchy. As King Charles took the crown, his reign was expected to symbolize continuity, a smooth transition from the steady leadership of Queen Elizabeth. The monarchy had always stood for stability, a beacon of tradition in an ever-changing world. But what happened next would shake the very foundations of the royal family, stirring up questions and fears about the future. In the midst of this transition, Charles was hit with a personal health crisis that no one saw coming. The monarch, long perceived as invincible, now had to confront his own mortality. His health battles had suddenly shifted the tone of his reign. Would he be able to fulfill his royal duties for years to come? Or was the crown passing through his hands quicker than anyone had expected? At the very heart of this unfolding drama is not just Charles's health. It's the question of power, influence, and legacy. The monarchy's future is at a crossroads, and it's not just King Charles's reign that's in question, but the very nature of the institution itself. For decades, King Charles had waited, watched, and prepared for this moment. His life had been marked by patience, the long wait for the throne, the struggles of defining his role in the shadow of his mother's long reign. He had spent his years preparing for leadership, but nothing could have prepared him for the storm that was about to unfold. Now, at the age of 76, his body is no longer cooperating with the demands of being monarch. The British public, always observant and quick to react, has begun to notice the subtle cracks in Charles's composure. His recent diagnosis has become a point of national conversation, and whispers of his potential abdication have spread like wildfire. Could the king step aside? Could his reign be over before it even truly began? Camilla, Queen Consort, has become a key figure in this drama. The woman who has been by Charles's side for years now finds herself thrust into a role she never fully anticipated. While she has been the supportive partner throughout his illness, many have questioned what her place will be in the future of the monarchy. Her latest statements, aimed at quelling rumors of Charles's abdication, only raise more questions. If you've been ill and you're recovering, you're getting better, and now you want to do more and more, Camilla said, laughing off concerns that Charles might slow down. Dream on, she joked, but her words carried an unsettling tension. Is it just optimism, or does Camilla know more than she's letting on? While Camilla portrays a calm front, royal insiders are concerned that the pressure on Charles is mounting. The monarch, despite his illness, continues to fulfill his royal duties. But how long can this last? The public's eyes are on Charles and Camilla, waiting for signs of vulnerability. As Charles faces this unexpected health crisis, Camilla has taken on a more prominent role. But while the public may have accepted her as Queen Consort, there remains a sense of unease regarding her true place in the royal hierarchy. For years, her relationship with Charles was seen through a lens of scandal and controversy, leaving her position fragile at best. But now, as her husband's health falters, she's becoming more central to the monarchy's future. Could Camilla become the true ruler, in a way no one ever anticipated? Or is she simply a figurehead, holding space until the next generation of royals, namely William and Kate, are ready to step into the spotlight? In a series of interviews, Camilla has steadfastly denied the rumors about King Charles's abdication. But every time she reassures the public, there's a flicker of something more beneath her carefully chosen words. Is she protecting her husband's legacy, or is there something else at play? Is she positioning herself to be more than just a queen in title? The monarchy is known for its tradition, but it's also a complex institution driven by relationships and power. As Camilla becomes more central to the royal narrative, many are left wondering how much power she truly wields behind the scenes, and whether she is poised to redefine the monarchy in a way that no one has foreseen. While Charles's health battle dominates the headlines, another story is quietly unfolding. Prince William and Kate Middleton, once seen as the royal heirs who would carry on the family legacy, have begun to assume a more prominent role. The public's affection for them has grown exponentially in recent years, and the monarchy seems to be increasingly defined by their presence. Kate, in particular, has become a beloved figure not just in Britain, but around the world. The public has embraced her as a symbol of modernity, grace, and strength. As Charles's reign wavers, the question on everyone's mind is, will William and Kate be the ones to steer the monarchy into the future? Could they become the royal family's future monarchs sooner than expected? Despite being the Prince and Princess of Wales, their influence has already begun to outpace that of King Charles and Camilla. William and Kate have embraced a more modern approach to their royal duties, connecting with the people in ways that seem more relatable and authentic. And with Charles's health becoming more of a concern, the public is looking to the younger generation to take charge. However, this growing popularity hasn't gone unnoticed within the palace. As William and Kate's star continues to rise, the power dynamics within the royal family are beginning to shift. Is Charles ready to pass the baton, or will he hold on to his throne longer than expected, knowing the younger generation is rapidly gaining favor? Despite all of the speculation and tension, the real question remains, what happens next? King Charles, though facing serious health challenges, remains determined to fulfill his duties. He has continued to make public appearances, keeping the royal machine moving forward. But is it enough? And what of his wife, Camilla? What role will she play when her husband can no longer lead? The monarchy has always been about tradition, about the stability that comes from a lineage that stretches back centuries. But Charles's reign, though historic in its own right, is already marked by uncertainty. The cracks in his authority are starting to show, and the royal family's future could be shaped by events no one saw coming. Could Charles step aside gracefully, allowing the next generation to lead? Or will the weight of history and the pressure of the crown force him to cling to power, even if his health fails him? As the world watches, the royal family faces a quiet, but deadly serious internal conflict. The story of King Charles's reign, marked by his health struggles, his public duties, and the growing influence of William and Kate, will define the future of the monarchy for generations to come. But one thing is certain, change is coming, and the royal family must decide whether to embrace it or fight it. In the coming months, the royal family will be forced to confront questions about their legacy, their future, and their place in a world that's evolving faster than they can keep up. King Charles, despite his health struggles, is committed to his role. But can he continue to shoulder the burdens of the monarchy for much longer? As the monarchy teeters on the edge of a new era, all eyes will be on William and Kate. The shift in power is palpable. The royal family's future is in flux, and the next chapter is yet to be written. Will they rise to the occasion, or will the weight of history crush them before they have a chance to prove themselves? Time will tell, but one thing is for sure, the monarchy's future is no longer just in the hands of King Charles. It belongs to the next generation, whether they are ready or not.